As we continue to remember Tina Turner, we'd like to bring in someone who knew her personally, Ken Ehrlich, who served as executive producer of the Grammys for 35 years, was also a friend and collaborator. Ken, thank you so much for joining us. Of course, to us, she was an icon, but you knew her in a deeper way. What's your reaction to the news today?
It's very sad. Unfortunately, we see more and more of these things. The longer we live, the
Right.
more we find ourselves mourning those who are gone, who had such a great impact, not just for what their accomplishments were, but who they were as people. And Tina was certainly, in both of those departments, very special and unique.
You first met when you were producing the live concert TV series Soundstage. Describe that moment for us.
She was not at her peak at that. It was just before What's Love Got to Do with It and Private Dancer hit. So she had had her moments of glory in the 70s and maybe even the late 60s, but this was not the best time for her. And she was great to work with. She was always great to work with, but it was as though she was waiting for the next thing to happen. And then shortly after that, it did happen. And then the next time we met was on the Grammy stage, and it was pretty amazing. So it's we all love it when these comeback stories have a ring of truth to them. And with Tina, it absolutely had more than a ring of truth. It was the truth.
You were responsible for the performance when she performed with Beyonce at the Grammys in 2008. You produced that duet. You could really see the influence there. What was it like to work with both of them on that?
You know what? It was such a labor of love. And it was really, they both were in love with each other right from the get-go. But Beyonce, as soon as I asked her to do this, she started working on this piece, and she basically put together. And if you can catch it on YouTube, if you look at the setup for it, where Beyonce does this 3.5-minute homage to the great African American singers of all time, and pays it off with Tina. And then Tina came out and did a medley of a couple of hits. And then Beyonce came out and joined her for Proud Mary. It's like, it was one of these things that was so meant to be. And the love between the two of them comes across so, it's rare. But when it happens like that, you never forget it.
How will you remember Tina Turner?
God, well, an amazing artist. There's no question about her talent and what she gave. But again, she was a remarkable person. And those two things don't always go together, but in her case, they certainly did.
Ken Ehrlich, we thank you so much for your insight. Really appreciate you giving us your time today.
My pleasure. Good to talk to you, Linsey.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.